let's make a quick tutorial on how to use, um, just a second, please, this icon grid aligner that I just posted. And uh, why did I make it? Well, it's I think it's an obvious question and answer. So it's because when you are going to um, change many icons, you definitely want something like that. So I made it for myself and I posted it. So, but how to use it? As I said in the description here, copy paste on a second layer and remove when finished. So I'm also at this moment I'm also working on putting some numbers here, so as a reference, but it's just for reference. I will now I'm not gonna finish it. But anyway, um, okay, let's pretend that we have the Elden Ring game unpacked or whatever in front of us, and I'm going here just to show you on a um, fresh original file. So we go to, yeah, menu, hi. In this case, we are interested in common. So in my case, it's already unpacked, but in your case, you're gonna unpack it. So let's just unpack it with which BND. And and in case you didn't know, you can also put which BND on the menu here. So um, whatever. So let's go to our common and wait a second for the icon grids to open up. So this panel is for this kind of, because it's a 4K for 2K per 2K, 4 per 2K. So the others are also good, but you have to turn it. So, and the numbers will not fit, or you have to, yeah, make the numbers match. But anyway, let's pretend we are going on the weapons, or wait a second, these are not the weapons. So I'm a bit tired. Sorry, guys. These are the weapons. So, okay, this is our weapon icons grid. And we basically, I'm using paint.net, which is perfect for this job. I just make a new layer in case you need to hide and okay. So this is the background, or this is just where the weapons are. I want to go on a new layer. So I downloaded the file from somewhere. Wait, where is mine? You downloaded the file, so you basically, sorry, I don't remember where I put it. Here. So you basically PNG, open my file, you just click on it, Control C copy, and then we can also close it. You don't need it. Then on the layer two, not on the background, otherwise it's going to overwrite the images. On the layer two, you just paste exactly Control V. You just paste exactly my grid. So once you finished with your placement, the numbers are just a reference. So it's just to tell you, like one means they are actually the opposite, because the coordinates, they start from 0 to 0. Like zero is this, 0 0 is this ball here, the last ball, the number 300 is a 0 0 in the coordinates. So it's 0 for the x-axis and 0 for the epsilon axis. So actually, my numbers are the opposite, but for a reason, because in the file, in the game file, the weapons and the items are always starting. Sorry, are always starting, and they go in this sense. I don't know why. Like they go in the opposite sense of the coordinates. So You will find them like, okay, this is the first item, this is the second item, this is the third item in the lists of the other, also the other archives, like pointers, also in Solo, the big icons, whatever. So they are always, they start from here and they go in this direction, like from down, the opposite of the numbering here of the metric. So um, if the coordinates are going in this direction, the weapon models are going in this direction. Don't ask me why, but this is it. So you can also change it. I mean, if you're making a new file, you can absolutely do it as you want. I think there will be no problem. I didn't try it, but I think maybe there is some uh, things that I don't know. So basically, when you finish using the grid, as you can see, so basically I just checked the numbers and made a square, and basically where is so how does it work? You know, the squares are 160 per 160, and they have 4 pixels, no, 3 pixels of, but they are inside, so you don't care about them, because after you remove them, so you just want to see that the image is in the center and its position. And so the squares are 160 per 160 plus 4 pixels here and 4 pixels here. So what I did basically was just make one square, copy, paste, copy, paste, 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 and fix, checking numbers, of course, here on the left and the top. And when I finished here with the last one, I I selected them all, copy, and then pasted and did the same in columns. So and then I save it. And so when you are finished, basically these are all aligned correctly. So when you finished, or they should, but it's like a copy waste. I'm pretty sure they're all aligned. So um, when you finish, you basically just go back on the layer. So you can, when you placed this one, you just go back to the background, you do your operations, you leave the second layer becomes the background in this case. You can also swap them. So you just stay on the background, and I don't know. I want to move this one. So I go here. Okay, let's pretend the numbers will not count because they are on the other layers. So let's copy this one, paste it, and move it elsewhere. As you can see, it's an easy job now. Thank you, Wolf. Ta-da. So, okay, just an example. So when you're done with this, you just remember this is important because otherwise, when you save the file, it's going to ask you if you want to merge the two layers, and you don't want to merge the two layers because otherwise you're gonna see the numbers or the borders in the game. So you just you done your operations on the weapons or the items, whatever. You just go back on the other layer and you delete it. That's it. And then you save it. After you deleted the layer, you can save the file. And remember to save it as a linear DX11 plus VC7 linear DX11 plus. Otherwise, they're gonna. This is the correct packaging compression, extraction compression for Y elements, except elements. Except when you're working on like the textures, which are not we. Why? They are just another compression and loading screens. Yeah, loading screens are a different compression as well. So basically, everything that is in common TPF D6, which is this this file folder, this group of files. Everything that is here is with the compressing method I showed you. So which is BC7 linear and not RGB. Don't use RGB, otherwise it's not gonna show up. At least for me, it didn't work. And if you put something else, it's gonna be a bad graphic or other kind of problems. If you work on the solo, which are the bigger icons, which are shown when you are in the game, basically, um, this is the regular icon, for example, and when you press R, oh, no, not here, sorry, inventory. When you press R, for example, usually, here maybe. Okay, now it's not gonna show that. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm working on it and there is some problem with icons. But okay, the bigger icon, like the bigger image, is gonna show here when you just ask for a description, basically. So these are the files that go in solo TPF BDT. So which is a bit more complicated to work on. Not so complicated, but it's another part. I mean, generally, if you're going to change files in common, you want to change them also in solo. Otherwise, you're just gonna have the small icons. But if you don't care, that's it. Okay, it's not a problem. You can leave them there. But in solo, there are many knowledge files which are tons, like 2,500 all icons. So there are some for tuto, which is tutorial, stage mage, I don't know what that is, and the menu load are the loading screens. So these ones, not this one are still linear, but these ones are on a different where is it? Load, okay. From here, menu load to here, they just use a different compression, which is DC1, like the first compression method, the easier one. Otherwise, they're not gonna work, or they're gonna be bad. I don't know why, just that is. And the RGB, you're just gonna use it on armors and weapons. So all this information came from server name, which I thank for all this, some of these informations, at least on how to use the compressions and so on. But I had to, like, also I had some other informations from online, and I tried out until I find out that exactly this is how it is. So RGB is for armors and weapons, textures, and so on. So high resolution. When I say RGB, I mean DC1 RGB. Let's pretend that we're gonna save as somewhere. Desktop. No, I'm joking. Here. Let's just pretend that we're gonna save this file, and when we are here, we have a lot of options generally, but there is VC1 linear, DXT1, which is the one you're gonna use for the loading screens, not the home screen, the loading screens, and the other two you're gonna use are these two, VC7 linear DX11 plus for this kind of image, like for the icons, small and bigger one. So for common and common 01 and solo, and this one, and the other one for weapons and for the textures, I mean, as this one. So these two, this for the equipment textures, this for the icons and a home screen, and this only for as far as I know, only for um, loading screens. So that's it. Okay. Don't save. Bye. Okay. So this is it, and I hope it helped you. It helped you. Don't worry about my stuff here. I'm really like moving things. Also because I want to understand how these things work, but I'll make another tutorial. Okay. I hope I helped you, and just keep the file safe so you can use it other times. Bye.